Success is not a gift bestowed upon the fortunate, it is a prize seized through relentless effort, a fire forged one disciplined day at a time. The world will tempt you to believe it comes easily, handed out to those with luck or privilege, but the truth is unflinching. Success is not given, it is taken, claimed by those who dare to decide they deserve it. Every dream you hold, every vision of greatness, demands a price paid in sweat, sacrifice, and unyielding resolve. Napoleon Hill, the relentless cartographer of human triumph, studied those who took their place among the stars: Edison, Carnegie, Ford, Lincoln, men who did not wait for permission or perfect conditions. They built their empires one day, one choice, one relentless step at a time. You stand at the edge of your own conquest, the path to success stretching before you like a mountain range, rugged and unyielding. Will you drift, hoping for an easier way, or will you climb, seizing your destiny with the ferocity of a warrior? The choice is yours, but the truth is clear: success is yours to take, one relentless day at a time. Your mind is a forge, a molten crucible where every thought is shaped into triumph or surrender. Hill taught that the mind is the starting point of all achievement, but it is also the breeding ground of all stagnation. Most people falter, their minds cluttered with doubts, excuses, and the lure of instant gratification, waiting for success to be handed to them. Your thoughts are not neutral, they are architects, building either empires of possibility or prisons of regret. Picture a mountain, its peak shrouded in mist, its slopes steep and unforgiving. Success is that peak, and your mind is the climber. Equip it with belief, fuel it with purpose, and it will conquer any height. But let it be weighed down by hesitation, by the fear of effort, and it will stumble into the valley below. To take success, you must master your mind, choosing thoughts that align with the greatness you claim, not the doubts that keep you small. Act as if you are already the person whose mind is a disciplined fortress, forging the steel of your destiny one relentless day at a time. Belief is the spark that ignites the forge. It is not a timid hope or a fleeting wish, it is a fire, a defiant conviction that you are worthy of the success you seek. Hill called it faith, not in some distant deity, but in the infinite potential within you. Most people wait, believing success is for others, that they are not enough to claim it. Doubt is a cunning thief, creeping in with whispers: "You're not ready. You've failed before. It's too late." But look at those who took their success. Abraham Lincoln, mocked as a backwoods lawyer, believed he could lead a nation through its darkest hour. Walt Disney, bankrupt and broken, believed in a mouse that would charm the world. They were not born with crowns, they forged them with belief. Belief is not about ignoring your limitations, it is about seeing the truth beyond them. It is standing at the base of a mountain and envisioning the summit, staring at an empty canvas and seeing a masterpiece. Act as if you are already the person whose belief burns so fiercely it melts every obstacle, and let it propel you forward one relentless day at a time. Clarity is the lens that sharpens belief into purpose. Without it, you are a wanderer, lost in a fog of indecision, chasing shadows of success without ever defining your own. Hill taught that desire is the spark of all achievement, but desire without direction is a wildfire, beautiful, but destructive. Picture your life as a vast, uncharted wilderness. Which path will you carve? Not the one society expects, not the one fear permits, but the one that sets your soul ablaze. Clarity is not a gift, it is a conquest, won by interrogating your heart. What is your success? Not just wealth or fame, but the life it enables: freedom, impact, legacy. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Let the answers cut through the fog like a beacon. Clarity is not a single epiphany, it is a fire, built question by question, choice by choice, until your destination burns as bright as the dawn. Act as if you are already the person who knows their path, and let clarity guide your relentless steps. Vision is clarity's air, the blueprint of your conquest. It is not enough to know what you want, you must see it, feel it, live it in your bones. Most people falter, their visions dimmed by fear or the belief they don't deserve more. Vision is the architect's plan, the sculptor's sketch, the composer's melody before the first note. Andrew Carnegie did not just want wealth, he saw steel bridges spanning rivers, factories humming with life, a nation transformed. His vision was so vivid it pulled him through betrayal and hardship. Your vision must be just as real. Close your eyes. See the success you're destined to take, not the life you've settled for, but the one that makes your heart thunder. See the empire you'll build, the lives you'll touch, the legacy you'll leave. Write it down. Speak it into existence. Let it become a flame that no doubt can extinguish. Act as if you are already the person whose vision burns so brightly it lights the way, and reality will bend to your will one relentless day at a time. Purpose is the fuel that feeds your vision. It is the why that makes the how possible. Most people drift, chasing fleeting pleasures or external validation, never finding a reason to endure the grind of relentless effort. Purpose is not a lofty ideal, it is a force, a North Star guiding you through the darkness. Viktor Frankl, who survived Auschwitz, said that those who found meaning could endure anything. Your purpose need not be grand, it need only be yours. It might be to secure your family's future, to create something that lasts, to prove to yourself what's possible. Hill studied Henry Ford, who did not just build cars, he built a legacy of progress, a world where movement was freedom. Ford's purpose was not profit, it was possibility. Find your why. Let it be the heartbeat of your journey, the fire that carries you further than talent or luck. Act as if you are already the person driven by a purpose so fierce it cannot be extinguished, and let it anchor every relentless choice you make. Discipline is the steel that holds purpose in place. It is the daily choice to act over procrastinate, to choose effort over ease, to build rather than dream. Most people falter, waiting for inspiration or perfect conditions, hoping success will be given to them. Discipline is saying no to that temptation, showing up when you're tired, when you're afraid, when the world offers every excuse to quit. Hill marveled at Thomas Edison, who worked through 10,000 failures to invent the light bulb. Edison's genius was not inborn, it was forged by discipline. You are not your feelings. You are not your fatigue. You are your choices. Discipline is choosing to act when every fiber craves rest, acting as if you are already the person who commands their destiny. It is the daily deposit in the bank of your future self, the relentless vow that you will not betray your dreams. Act as if you are already the person whose discipline is unyielding, forging habits that build success, not stagnation, one relentless day at a time. Action is discipline's air, the tangible proof of your resolve. Most people wait, paralyzed by the gap between their dreams and reality, hoping for a sign to move. Action is not perfection, it is motion. The world rewards the bold, not the flawless. Hill's philosophy was about creating the moment, not waiting for it. Edison did not wait for the light bulb to invent itself. He tried, failed, adjusted, tried again. Each failure was a step, each step a victory. What is your next step? Not the grand leap, but the one action you can take today to seize your success. Take it. Then take another. Momentum is a force of nature, and it begins with a single push. Action is the bridge between your mind and the world, the moment your vision takes root in reality. Act as if you are already the person who moves without hesitation, and courage will follow in your wake. Gratitude is the quiet power that fuels your endurance. It is not a shallow platitude, it is a lens, a way of seeing that transforms struggle into strength. Hill believed that gratitude aligned the mind with abundance, tuning it to opportunity rather than lack. Most people focus on what they lack, letting resentment dim their vision. Look around you. The breath in your lungs, the chance to try again, the lessons carved into your failures, they are treasures. Andrew Carnegie, at the height of his wealth, said his greatest riches were his ability to appreciate what he had. Gratitude does not erase hardship, it gives you the strength to face it. It reminds you that you are not a victim of your journey, you are its architect. In the moments when the path feels steep, pause. Breathe. Find one thing, no matter how small, that anchors you to hope. Let it ground you, and then keep moving. Act as if you are already the person who finds gratitude in the struggle, and let it stoke your fire one relentless day at a time. Adaptability is the wind that drives your relentless pursuit of success. The path to greatness is not a straight ascent, it is a rugged terrain, shifting with obstacles, setbacks, and unforeseen challenges. Most people falter, clinging to rigid plans or the illusion of an easy climb, believing success should come without disruption. But those who take their success embrace change as a mountaineer embraces the shifting winds, using it to propel their ascent. Napoleon Hill's contemporaries, like John D. Rockefeller, built empires not because they avoided chaos, but because they thrived in it. When markets shifted, when rivals rose, they pivoted, innovated, endured. Darwin did not say the strongest survive, he said the most adaptable do. Your dreams will demand you evolve, your strategies will falter, your expectations will shatter. That is not defeat, it is the crucible of your conquest. Learn from it. Adjust. Keep climbing. The person who seizes success is not rigid, they are fluid, like a river carving its path through stone. Adaptability is not compromise, it is mastery, the relentless resolve to shape your course no matter the terrain. Act as if you are already the one who bends without breaking, and the mountain will yield to your fire. Resilience is adaptability's twin, the unyielding refusal to let the storms of life halt your ascent. The journey to success is strewn with trials, failures, rejections, moments of crushing doubt that threaten to chain you to mediocrity. Most people falter, believing these storms mark the end, waiting for success to be handed to them. But resilience is the choice to rise, to act as if you are already the person who overcomes. Hill taught that every adversity carries the seed of an equivalent benefit, a hidden opportunity waiting to be seized. Abraham Lincoln faced relentless loss, elections, loved ones, a nation at war, yet he rose, again and again, because his purpose was his anchor. Your scars are not burdens, they are proof of your strength. Look at the struggles you faced, the doubts you've silenced, the moments you thought you couldn't go on. They are not your defeat, they are your forge. Find the seed in your hardships. Nurture it. Let it fuel you. The world respects those who rise, not those who never fall. Act as if you are already the person whose resilience is a beacon, and let no storm stop your relentless climb. Learning is the compass that guides your resilience. The person who takes success is not static, they are a student, ever growing, ever evolving. Most people falter, fearing the effort of growth or believing they've learned enough to coast. Hill spent decades studying the successful Edison, Carnegie, Ford, not to idolize them, but to dissect their methods. He was a student until the end, and so must you be. Learning is not a chore, it is a rebellion against stagnation, a refusal to let ignorance tether you to a lesser life. Read. Listen. Question. Seek mentors, not to follow blindly, but to stand on their shoulders. Thomas Edison's genius was not a gift, it was built, experiment by experiment, book by book. The world is a classroom, and every experience is a lesson. Failures teach more than successes. Critics sharpen more than compliments. Embrace them. Let them refine you. Act as if you are already the person who craves growth, who sees every lesson as a step toward success. The universe opens its secrets to those who learn with relentless hunger, one day at a time. Courage is the heartbeat of learning. It is not the absence of fear, but the choice to act in spite of it. The world amplifies fear, whispering that the climb to success is too steep, the risks too great, the summit too far. Most people wait, paralyzed by this voice, hoping for a sign to move. But courage is the fire that burns through fear, the decision to act as if you are already the person who conquers. Hill studied men like Henry Ford, who faced ridicule for his horseless carriage, yet pressed forward, undeterred by the world's laughter. Courage is not a feeling, it is a choice, a vow to move even when your heart races. J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers, could have buried her manuscript. Instead, she acted as if she were already the author who would change the world, and that courage birthed Harry Potter, a phenomenon that enchanted millions. Your courage is your power. Act, and fear will bow. Move, and the path will appear. Act as if you are already the warrior whose fire cannot be quenched, and let your courage propel you forward one relentless day at a time. Autosuggestion is the silent hammer that shapes your courage. Hill taught that the subconscious mind is a fertile garden, and every thought you plant takes root. Most people let their minds grow wild, overrun by weeds of doubt and hesitation, believing success is out of reach. Autosuggestion is not wishful thinking, it is a deliberate act of planting the seeds of greatness. Oprah Winfrey, born into poverty and pain, could have believed she was nothing. Instead, she spoke a different truth. She stood before mirrors, before empty rooms, and declared her worth. "I am destined for greatness," she told herself, and her mind listened. That belief carried her from a small-town newsroom to a global empire. You are the gardener of your soul. Speak to yourself with conviction. Write your vision in bold letters. Say, "I am capable. I am unstoppable. I am taking my success." Let those words sink into your core. They are not empty, they are the seeds of your conquest. Act as if you are already the person whose mind is a disciplined fortress, and your fire will blaze through any darkness. Mastermind alliances are the scaffolding that supports your ascent. Hill believed that no one seizes success alone. Your vision is a flame, but it burns brighter when surrounded by others who share your fire. Most people falter, surrounding themselves with doubters who reinforce their fears, fearing the effort of seeking better company. A mastermind is not a casual gathering, it is a coalition of minds, a circle of dreamers who challenge you, sharpen you, lift you higher. Andrew Carnegie surrounded himself with advisors who were smarter than he was. He did not fear their brilliance, he harnessed it, building an empire that transformed a nation. Look at your circle. Are they anchors or wings? Do they hold you back or propel you forward? Seek those who see your potential, who hold you accountable, who refuse to let you settle. Steve Jobs did not build Apple alone, he had Wozniak, designers, visionaries who shared his dream. Your mastermind might be mentors, peers, even the wisdom of books. Act as if you are already the person who builds alliances that fuel their fire, and let them carry you to peaks you cannot reach alone. Sacrifice is the price of your fire's endurance. Success demands a trade, a willing exchange of comfort for conquest. Most people falter, unwilling to let go of the familiar, believing they can claim success without cost. Hill studied men like Thomas Edison, who sacrificed sleep, security, and approval to chase his vision. Sacrifice is not loss, it is investment. Serena Williams sacrificed parties, rest, the carefree life of youth to train, to compete, to win. She acted as if she were already a legend, and it made her one. What are you willing to give up? The late night scrolling? The toxic relationships that drain your soul? The fear of being seen? Sacrifice is not punishment, it is power. Every no to the trivial is a yes to your destiny. Act as if you are already the person who pays the price without hesitation, and the universe will reward your relentless resolve with the strength to climb higher. Time is the fuel that sustains your fire. Most people waste it, letting hours slip away in distractions, procrastination, or the demands of others, hoping success will be given to them. Hill warned that drifting, living without purpose, is the greatest tragedy of all. The clock is ticking, not to scare you, but to awaken you. Marie Curie, toiling in a freezing shed, discovered radium because she treated time like gold. She acted as if every moment mattered, and it changed the world. Audit your days. Where does your time go? Does it serve your success, or does it betray it? Cut what does not matter. Protect your hours like a fortress. Time is not your enemy, it is your fuel, and every moment is a chance to stoke your fire. Act as if each second is a step toward your destiny, and let your relentless fire burn with unyielding intensity. Persistence is the relentless pulse of your ascent. The journey to success is not a sprint, it is a marathon, demanding you keep burning through setbacks, doubts, and exhaustion. Most people falter, believing the struggle is a sign they're not worthy. Hill called persistence the sustained effort that builds faith, the refusal to let obstacles halt your climb. Elon Musk watched his first rockets explode, his companies teeter on the edge of collapse. Yet he persisted, acting as if he were already the visionary who would change the world. Persistence is not about never falling, it is about rising every time you do. The world will slam doors in your face, laugh at your ambition, tempt you to quit. But persistence is the voice that says, not today. It is the courage to knock on one more door, to take one more step, to act as if the next attempt will be the one that claims your success. Keep burning, your relentless resolve, a thunder that shakes the earth, one day at a time. Keep burning, your relentless resolve, a thunder that shakes the earth, one day at a time. The mountain of success looms before you, its peaks piercing the heavens, its slopes testing your fire with every step. The world will not pave your path or clear the storms, it will challenge you to prove you deserve the summit. But you are not here to wait for an easier climb, you are here to take your success, to carve your destiny with the hammer of discipline and the fire of purpose. Every relentless day is a chisel stroke, shaping the life you were born to live. Napoleon Hill's wisdom, distilled from the triumphs of giants, is your guide. Success is not given, it is taken, claimed by those who decide to act, to endure, to rise. The universe is not watching to judge, it is waiting to bow to the one who climbs with unyielding conviction, forging their greatness one relentless day at a time. Faith is the invisible flame that fuels your persistence. It is not a fleeting wish, but a blazing conviction that your success is not just possible, it is your destiny. The world will try to douse this flame, whispering that your struggles are too heavy, your resources too scarce, your dreams too vast. Most people falter, letting doubt extinguish their fire, waiting for success to be handed to them. Hill described faith as a state of mind, a belief so fierce it aligns the universe to your will. Nelson Mandela, locked in a cell for 27 years, did not just hope for a free South Africa, he acted as if he were already the leader who would forge it. That faith carried him through darkness, isolation, and despair. Your faith must be just as unyielding. It is not about ignoring the storms, it is about knowing your fire is stronger. Faith is the whisper that says, this is not the end. It is the courage to climb as if your summit is inevitable, even when the world doubts you. Write your destiny on your heart. Carry it like a torch. Let it blaze through the fog. Act as if you are already the person whose faith burns so brightly it lights the way to success. Imagination is the chisel that shapes your faith into reality. Hill taught that the imagination is the forge where all plans are crafted, where your success takes form before it touches the world. Most people falter, caging their imagination with thoughts of limitation, believing their reality is fixed, their dreams out of reach. There are two kinds of imagination: synthetic, which reshapes existing ideas, and creative, which taps into the infinite intelligence of the universe. Walt Disney was a master of both. Bankrupt, mocked, told his dreams were childish, he acted as if he were already the visionary who would bring joy to millions. He saw castles, characters, entire kingdoms before a single brick was laid. Disneyland was not built with money, it was built with imagination. Your mind is the same forge. Close your eyes. See the success you're destined to take, not the life you've settled for, but the one that sets your soul ablaze. See the empire you'll build, the lives you'll touch, the legacy you'll leave. Let that image stoke your fire. The world cannot resist a mind that dares to dream without limits. Act as if you are already the dreamer whose relentless vision shapes reality, one day at a time. Influence is the spark that spreads your fire to others. Your success is not a solitary peak, it is a beacon, capable of lighting the way for those around you. Most people focus only on their own climb, never realizing their power to inspire, fearing the weight of impact. Hill's mastermind principle was clear: influence is not a byproduct of success, it is its engine, a force that multiplies through connection. Harriet Tubman, who escaped slavery's chains, did not stop at her own freedom, she acted as if she were already the liberator who would lead hundreds to safety. Her relentless courage became a spark, igniting a movement for justice. Your influence is your power to shift the world. It is the encouragement that lifts a friend, the idea that sparks a revolution, the example that shows others they too can take their success. You are not here to hoard your fire, you are here to share it. Who will you ignite? What will you start? Act as if you are already the beacon whose flame inspires others to climb, and let your spark ripple through the world. Commitment is the hammer that drives your fire into the stone of reality. It is the unwavering vow to live as the person who takes success, no matter the cost, no matter the storm. The world tempts you to waver, to seek ease, to dilute your vision for fleeting comfort. Most people falter, their success fading under the weight of indecision. Hill studied titans like Andrew Carnegie, who faced betrayal, skepticism, and chaos, yet acted as if he were already the architect of a nation's progress. Commitment is not a feeling, it is a promise, a pledge you make to yourself when the mountain grows steep. Maya Angelou, who rose from trauma to become a voice for millions, acted as if she were already the beacon who would lift others. Her relentless commitment turned words into a legacy. Your commitment is your hammer. It is the voice that says, "I will not quit." It is the fire that burns when all else fades. Make your vow. Write it in stone. Let it guide you through the tempests. Act as if you are already the person whose resolve is unbreakable, and let your commitment forge your ascent, one relentless day at a time. Joy is the warmth of your fire's endurance. The relentless climb to success is not a grim toll, it is a dance, a celebration of the person you're becoming. Most people see struggle as punishment, letting it drain the light from their journey, waiting for external rewards to restore it. Hill believed that a positive mental attitude was the key to unlocking opportunity. Joy is not the absence of hardship, it is the choice to find meaning in it. Walt Disney, battered by bankruptcy and betrayal, never lost his childlike wonder. He acted as if he were already the creator of worlds, and that joy built an empire. Your climb will be steep. There will be nights when doubt weighs like granite, days when the storms threaten to overwhelm you. But in those moments, seek joy. Find it in the small victories, the relentless step you took, the fear you faced, the dream you held fast. Joy is the warmth that keeps your fire burning. It is the reminder that you are not just enduring, you are thriving, sculpting a life that sings with purpose. Act as if you are already the person who finds joy in the struggle, and let it illuminate your path. Connection is the hearth where your fire grows. Your success is not a solitary spark, it is a blaze that burns brighter when shared. Most people falter, isolating themselves, believing they must climb alone to prove their worth, fearing the vulnerability of connection. Hill's philosophy was rooted in the power of connection, the idea that we rise together or fall apart. Martin Luther King Jr. did not dream alone. He acted as if he were already the leader of a movement, standing with thousands, marching with millions, speaking for those whose voices were silenced. His relentless fire was amplified by connection, by the hands he held, the hearts he moved. Seek your tribe. Find those who see your fire and fan it, who challenge you to climb higher, who remind you of your purpose when doubt creeps in. Connection is not weakness, it is strength. It is the courage to be vulnerable, to share your dreams, to ask for help. You are not diminished by others, you are magnified. Act as if you are already the person who builds bridges, not walls, and watch your fire spread across the peaks. Humility is the quiet strength that keeps your fire pure. It is not self-doubt, but the recognition that your success is part of a larger ascent. Most people let pride dim their fire, refusing to learn from others, believing they must stand above to shine. Hill taught that the most successful were those who listened to mentors, critics, even adversaries. Humility kept Carnegie grounded as he built his empire, kept Edison curious as he chased the impossible. It is the willingness to say, "I don't know, but I will learn." The world is a chorus of voices, some will cheer, some will condemn. Humility lets you hear them all without losing your path. It reminds you that your fire is not above others, but beside them. Stay humble, not to dim your flame, but to let it burn brighter. Act as if you are already the person who serves, who lifts others as they rise, and your success will grow without bounds. Infinite intelligence is the unseen wind that fuels your relentless fire. Hill believed that the mind is a receiver, capable of tapping into a universal reservoir of wisdom and inspiration. Most people never listen, too caught in the noise of their doubts. This is not mysticism, it is the spark of creation that pulses through every inventor, every dreamer. Marie Curie did not discover radium by chance. She acted as if she were already the scientist who would change the world, tuning her mind to the frequency of possibility. You have the same access. In the quiet moments, when you silence the world's clamor, you can feel it, a whisper, a vision, a truth that burns brighter than fear. Trust it. Nurture it. Let it guide you. Infinite intelligence is the wind that feeds your fire, the compass in your hand. Act as if you are already the person who receives these gifts, and the universe will guide your climb to peaks of success. Legacy is the fire you leave burning in the world. Your success is not just a summit for today, it is a beacon for tomorrow, a blaze that outlives you. Most people chase fleeting sparks, measuring their worth in temporary triumphs. Hill believed that true success is achieved in service to something larger. Malala Yousafzai did not just survive, she acted as if she were already a global voice, leaving a legacy of education and empowerment. Your legacy is the warmth you leave behind. It is the lives you touch, the hearts you ignite, the dreams that burn because you dared to take your success. Ask yourself, what fire will you leave? Not for your ego, but for the world. Your success is not complete until it sets others ablaze. Now, stand at the summit of your relentless climb. Look back at the valleys you've crossed, the doubts you've burned, the fears you've conquered, the steps you've taken, one relentless day at a time. They are not accidents. They are the forge that shaped you. You are not the person who stood trembling at the base. You are a force, a creator, a flame. The world is not the same because you chose to take your success. But this is not the end, it is the beginning. Your success is not a peak to rest upon, it is a fire to share. You are here to build, to inspire, to leave a blaze that echoes through eternity. The storms were fierce, but your fire is fiercer. The doubts were loud, but your resolve is louder. Close your eyes. See the success you were born to take, not the life you once settled for, but the one you deserve. See the empire you'll build, the lives you'll touch, the legacy you'll leave. Feel the heat of your fire, the weight of your purpose, the pulse of your destiny. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not when you're ready, but now. The clock is ticking, not to limit you, but to remind you, you have everything you need. Your mind is the forge, your belief the flame, your actions the hammer. What will you create? Step forward. Success is not given, it's taken, one relentless day at a time. Claim your greatness with every breath, every choice, every step. The world is not waiting for you to feel worthy, it is waiting for you to act worthy. You are not here to drift, to doubt, to fade. You are here to rise, to create, to blaze. Go now. Set the universe alight with your fire. Your time is now.